Hello and welcome back. This time I'm playing Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors. This is a fighting game based of monsters. Mainly classic ones like vampires, werewolves, the Frankenstein monsters, Zombie the Mummy, plus a few others. I haven't really played this game that much, so I don't know how difficult it's going to be. It might be very difficult. Normally, in arcade modes for fighting games, the first fight is not difficult. You miss the golden spawn of a jackal. So something like John Talbane or Jalbane? Is that oh, that's a T. Talbane is it's supposed to be like a kung fu master that turned into a werewolf. This is like, let me check the mob list. Oh yeah, this is being played in the fighting game collection. So this game is the first one in the franchise. The franchise has like, my bad, 5 or 6 different games, with only 3 coming out in the US. I believe that this also might be the like the first fighting game franchise that Capcom made after Street Fighter. It came out in 1994. So like 3 years after Street Fighter 2. It's like countering everything that I do. Let's see if I can change these settings. Display some settings, quick save. Yeah, this is being played on the Switch too. Let's do difficulty 3. Something about arcade fighting games is that the computer always cheats. They read your inputs. A great example of that is like my entire playthrough of Mortal Kombat. Okay, that felt more like what a first opponent will fight like. I don't know if there are supers in this game. It says there is a bar in there, but I don't know what it does. A bar is a fury of the beast, none can overcome it. I know there are supers in the next games in the series, but I don't know about specifically this one. I heard this song before, so this is where the song comes from. Ah, that was very close. Or Raptor, I think. I think his name in Japanese is Sabel, but it's like, I think it's based off like either a demon or an angel. Oh, he grabbed me. And again. This should thank me that Broken Face is very becoming of you. Oh, he grabbed me again. Oh, he changed his face. Oof. My power is the fury of the beast and I can overcome it. Okay, so they say the same saying every time that they win. Morrigan, Scotland. So this is... She became basically the main character of the series. She's the most popular character. Darkstalkers has not received a game in many years, probably since the 90s. Apart from like collections and more ports. But Morrigan is like the one character that always comes back to crossovers. So like Marvel vs. Capcom or what is it? Capcom vs. SNK. Oh yeah, another difference in compared to Street Fighter, you can actually block in the air. Oh, she hit me with a super. Oh, it's that. It's kinda difficult to hit her because every time that I hit her, I just straight with her. I cannot get a good angle. And she blocks everything anyways. So I believe that she was originally supposed to be a vampire, but they already had another vampire. So they changed what she actually is during development. Now she is supposed to be a succubus. Fighting soldiers, I think it's more difficult in than well, it's difficult fighting against them in arcade modes because it seems that they always find the correct answer to whatever you do. I have to bait her into attacking me with a projectile and then jump over it, but I have to time it correctly so I can actually hit her. This is my chance. No. I was getting so close. Oh, so close. I kinda feel like I might have found a weak spot. This move has enough range to hit her, so I can connect another heavy hit. I mean, a heavy punch. I can keep her in the corner this way if I connect. But I have to connect, so that's the difficult part. It does also decent damage. Oh, finally! Little Pain wins with like almost 0 HP. Who's next? The mummy. He might be another... what's his name? Soner. Yep. He's technically Dalsim. Mostly fire. What are the projectiles? Okay, not as difficult as Morrigan. I think the problem with him, well, I think the reason why he's more easier is because he has a bigger hitbox, or hardbox. I always confuse the two. But basically it's a lot easier to hit, because he's bigger. Oh, I forgot about this. He turns you into a dog. Oh, I turned around for a second to check my phone. I didn't know that he had a command graph. Oh, it's 10 of them. Against Felicia in the USA. So, cat versus dog. Wait, if this is the USA, why is there a sign with Japanese? For example, there was the Las Vegas. Oh, actually it might be. Did she just kick sand? Like, what is it called? Sand? Cat sand? I forgot, what's the sand that they use for cats? So that cats can go to the bathroom. I don't have a cat, so I never had to buy that before. Wait, is that going to go? Ah! Oh, that was so close. Okay, finally. Not as difficult as the other ones. The shaman. I think it's supposed to be a guy that is possessed by an armor. Okay, he leaves himself open for a long time every time that he does a special move in the air. So this is probably the easiest guy to fight. So for more, Dimitri. So I think he's supposed to be the main character in this game. Basically, the story of the game is that this guy hosts a tournament to try to decide who's going to be the leader of the... I don't know the name of this world, but I guess that the monster world. Really reminds me. Immediately, there's always this thing about like werewolves versus vampires. And I wonder, like, which one do people prefer most, werewolves or vampires? For me, I guess it depends on the more on the characters. Like if we are talking about like the Universal Studio monsters, I always prefer the vampire, or like, well, Dracula in that case. I guess it depends on how they portray it. Like werewolves are normally people that are, I guess, infected with a werewolf virus or whatever, but they don't want to be one. It's more like a curse. Meanwhile, the vampires, like, yeah, it's a curse, but they have like more control of their actions. And Dracula, since he's a leader, he's more like a bad guy most of the time. Like, he doesn't feel like a victim at all. Ah, that was really close. Okay, I was trying to think of the word I was looking for to describe werewolves. Most of the, and I think I found it. Most of the time they're seeing more like tragic characters, since the only time that they are in control is when there is not a full moon. But they know that they are going to turn into werewolves if there is a full moon, and they might hurt the people that they care about. Meanwhile, vampires are mostly like manipulators. They like to try to get close to you so that later they can drink your blood. I think probably the most popular movie about like, or series about like vampires versus werewolves is probably the Twilight series. I only watched 2 of those movies, the first one, and I think the last one. And they're terrible movies, but there is like a fight in the end of the last one. I guess it was kinda cool, but then it turns out that everything was just a possible vision of the future, so nothing happens, and it turns out there were no stakes at all. So the only good thing about the movie turns out it never happened. And well, another series of like werewolves versus vampires was the Underworld series. It kinda felt like the Matrix and Resident Evil combined. Well, the Resident Evil movies. Basically, the vampires and the werewolves are like like 2 secret societies that are trying to like kill each other. But there is something cool about like how the vampires live. Turns out that they own, like, through many generations, they invested in blood banks. So they don't actually have to hunt for people to be able to survive. They just eat the donated blood. Well, drink donated blood. That's another werewolves versus vampire movie, Van Helsing, which is basically based off like the Universal Studios movies, and they have like 3 different main monsters in there: vampires, werewolves, and the Frankenstein's monster. I like that movie. Basically, Van Helsing is hired to deal with the vampires in Transylvania, and it's like Dracula plus his 3 girlfriends. But the villagers also have a problem with a werewolf in there, and Dracula wants the Frankenstein's monster to use him as a source of energy to, I guess, have a bunch of kids, since it seems that vampires cannot reproduce normally. So they're like test tube vampire babies. There is like one more character, not like the Universal Studios monsters, that we haven't seen, or we haven't fought yet. But it's probably the least known out of them. But probably the most original one. Compared to the other characters, he seems to jump a lot. keeps teleporting above me and doing the druid move. So he always falls for the hand tire. Okay, this is the last Universal Studios monster, well, inspired by Universal Studios monster character. This is a reference to the creature of the Black Lagoon. A monster is supposed to be like a half human, half fish creature. I didn't notice that my health was so low. Isn't this supposed to be Brazil too? Kinda like Blanca from Street Fighter. Your land beings are so weak and so disappointing. Oh, I cannot read at all. Okay, good thing that is on those multiple hits. Is that a coelacanth? A coelacanth is like a fish that was thought extinct, but then they discovered it in the bottom of the ocean. Turns out they never went extinct. Okay, so this is supposed to be this. Oh well, it says it's right in the name. It's a Sasquatch. And he has a bunch of friends, I guess. Oh! Well, I didn't expect a laser beam that from the mount. If I have to fight weaklings like you could at least make an effort. I like how Sasquatch, when he has his super... Well, the way that this game works is that your specials become supers after they are, I guess, completed. But they really look different from his normal moves or normal specials when they become supers. For me, I just turn red. But for him, he releases a giant ice beam. I was about to say laser beam. Twitch seal robot. Okay, so this might be the final boss. I didn't see that because of the stage. A shame that wasn't there, blocked my view. Ah, I was so close. Oh, that's still alive. That might be it. Oh, never mind. Byron. Hellstorm. Another projectile character. It's like he has the fire wheel always ready. What was that? None of my kicks were hitting him. It's like a terrible hit. Or a terrible kick. This is my normal light kick. It barely hits forward. It's more like an anti-air. I think. I haven't tried to like anti-air someone with this. And okay, anti-airs kinda work. And it's still not as hard as facing Melina or Kitana or Jade in Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Those took me like almost an hour to beat each. Especially Melina. I think I found an exploit. It seems that if I tap back whenever I do this, he just blocks. He tries to not do anything. Okay. Yeah, so I guess tapping jab and then not doing anything messes with the computer. I had done it, the others are destroyed, the battle was long, but it's finally over. She said my course will end the day I exceeded all my limits. That day, I will be granted my greatest desire. Yes, it's happening. I changed. I'm human once more. I will remember this day for the rest of my life. Well, now the problem is that he's in a world full of monsters. So he might get killed. Or maybe turn into a werewolf again. Well, that was Darkstalkers, the arcade version. Well, it's an arcade port in the fighting game collection. Well, that was fun. I guess I have nothing that much to talk about. The game has like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different games. 6, actually. Not as difficult as, I guess, the Mortal Kombat games that I just played like a month ago. But that may be because I lowered the difficulty for this, since I had never played this one. Well, I played it years ago. Oh well. For anyone that was watching, thanks for watching, and there should be more Halloween games for later.